palms to the heart. Press the thumbs into the sternum. Just move the chin slightly back towards the throat. And notice how this lifts the back of the skull and elongates the nape of the neck. Let the sit bones drift down into the earth, really anchoring yourself into this moment. And with the inhalation, allow the front body to rise. Lift the heart, draw the throat, chin to the throat, lift the back of the skull, and then exhale, let the shoulder blades slide down the back, through the sit bones and down into the earth. You can remain with your eyes closed or perhaps just a soft gaze at the earth. And we'll open the practice today with a single vibration of Om. Not a religious moment in any way, but a signal to the body that we're going to begin the practice by dropping this vibration like a single pebble into the pool of ourselves and just noticing the awakening. So softening the belly and exhaling all the breath from the body, inhaling together. Bring the thumbs to the third eye. Bow the brain to the earth. Namaste. Now just let your hands fall down into the lap with the palms facing up. And completely exhale. On an inhale, we're going to raise the arms, let them float up overhead. Look up, press the palms together, clasp the fingers, and then turn the palms up. Exhale here as you press away. Inhale, opening the heart. Exhale, let the hands travel down in front, pushing the palms away from the body, rounding the back and lowering the head. You can let the hands come all the way to the earth. Then on your next inhale, begin to allow the arms to float back up, pushing the palms away from the body, all the way up, reaching overhead, letting the shoulders drop even as the palms move up to the sky. Exhaling, rounding the back, bringing the palms out in front and slowly down to the earth. Dropping the head, inhaling, float the arms up, rise up out of the sit bones, drop the shoulders, reach up through the arms, press those palms away, open the heart, exhale, round the back, crown begins to move down towards the earth, hands travel down, exhale completely. Inhale, raise the arms all the way up, look up, press the palms away, exhale, release the fingers and let them float down to the earth. Inhale, one arm up, anchoring the opposite fingers, maybe the left fingers on the earth, and leaning over to the left as the right arm travels alongside the right ear. And exhaling here. Continue to breathe. We're going to anchor that right hip into the earth. So even as we lean over to the left, and you can have a little bend in the left elbow, really pushing into that palm, the left palm on the earth. And with the inhale, looking up past that right forearm, tucking the chin, nestling the cheek into the forearm, and exhaling here, feeling the whole right side of the body open. One more breath here, really anchoring that right hip down into the earth and extending the opening of the side body all the way to the tip of the right fingers. Exhale. And then inhale, float that right arm all the way up. Reach up through the fingers. Then exhale, let it come down to the side. Inhale the left arm all the way up. Press the right palm into the earth as you lean over to the right. Let that left arm go straight up to the sky and then exhale it past the left ear. And keep breathing here. Turn that left cheek so it nestles into the forearm. Open the left rib cage up to the sky and exhale, bending that right elbow as much as you need, pressing into the right palm. Continue to breathe here, anchoring that left hip into the earth, so you're really opening the left side body to the stretch. And opening the rib cage up to the left, so you're almost leaning back a little in the upper body. Exhaling completely. One more inhale here, really feeling the stretch from the left sit bones all the way up to the left fingers. Exhale, pressing into that right palm. And then inhale, come all the way up. Let that left arm fall down. Just drop the head forward and roll the head, rolling the neck up to the left. Exhale, let it come down and roll over onto the other side. 2 more like this, just rolling the head down, bringing it over to the other side and gently rolling back. And then coming to center. Peel the neck up vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring the hands to the thighs. Give them a little rub. Now if you're sitting on a prop or anything like that, move it out of the way. And just stretch the feet out in front. Bring the palms behind the hips. And really push the heart forward, squeezing the shoulder blades together on the back body. You can keep the nape of the neck long by just tucking the chin slightly and inhaling to really push the heart forward, pressing the feet into the earth, and exhale, release, round the back. Let the head come forward. Inhale, push the heart forward, maybe even look up a little. Squeeze the shoulder blades on the back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Then coming back to your cross-leg position, we're going to take one knee up. We're going to hug, if it's the right knee, hug the right arm around that knee and take hold of the outside blade of the right foot with the left hand. And then just gently rock that knee from side to side, almost like cradling a baby. Just gently lubricating the hips. Moving it out to the right, across to the left. And then if you like to take it further, you can continue this for a few more breaths, or you can take the right hand that's next to the right knee and just put it behind you, a little bit back behind you, and just roll onto that right hip, using that right hand to support you. So we're actually opening the hip even larger, but very gently without pushing. One more like that. And then come back up, bring that right hand to the right knee, drop the foot back down, and exhale. On an inhale, we're going to swap over to the other side. So take hold of that left knee with the left arm and cradle the right foot, the outside blade with the right hand, and then just gently move the knee and the foot from side to side, gently working into those ligaments in the hips, lubricating the joints, just very gently, opening up the groin, without pushing, without straining. And then if you'd like to take it further, you can continue with that gentle movement, or you can take the left arm and place it back behind you, lean back, and just roll onto the back of the sit bone there so that you're actually opening the hip a little more. Just gently back and forth, enjoying this invitation to vibrate all the way into that hip socket. And then when you're ready, you can come back up, take hold of that left knee again, bring the foot down, and just come to sit. You can move the feet out so that you press the soles of the feet together and come to butterfly, and just gently flutter the knees, opening the hips a little more. Pressing the soles of the feet together. If you want, you can put your hands behind you and open the heart a little by leaning back, tucking the chin but looking up and fluttering. It's just a very subtle movement. It doesn't have to be a big movement. It's just a gentle fluttering of the butterfly's wings. And on each inhalation, pushing the heart forward, tucking the chin, and exhale. And then bring the knees back. Give yourself a little hug. And come round once more to this position where you've got your knees bent and your soles of your feet on the earth and the hands back behind you with the fingers facing towards the hips. Lift up the heart. Exhale. And on the next inhalation, we're going to press into the feet and lift the pelvis up. You can continue to look forward, breathe, or if you want to come back down, that's okay too. Inhale back up, or you can stay. And if it's okay on the back of the neck, you can release the head and look back, but only if that's okay on the neck. Otherwise, continue to look forward. And please, just a note of caution, it's really not a good idea to be looking sideways during the practice, trying to see what I'm doing. Try to listen, and if you need to stop to check, to look, stop and check. But don't kind of end up hoisting yourself into all sorts of crazy positions to see what's happening. So with the knees bent, we'll go one more time, pressing into the soles of the feet with the palms behind the hips, with the fingers facing towards the heels. And on an inhale, lift the pelvis, maybe look forward, or if it's okay on the neck, look up and back, and exhale back down. Cross the legs, bring the hands forward, come onto the knees, walk the knees back from the palms and come to a 4-point position. So now we're just going to check that we've got our wrists under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. So no 45-degree angles to begin with. Just going to start here, and we'll do a couple of cat-cows. So push the knuckles into the mat so the fingers are pressing straight down. Inhale the heart forward, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the back, press into the palms and the knees. Inhale, move the heart forward, look up. Exhale, round the back. The navel travels back towards the spine. Release all the breath. Inhale, drop the breath into the belly. Move the heart forward, look up. Exhale. 2 more cat-cows like this. Just moving very slowly with your breath, allowing the body to actually coast along on the breath. And when you've completed that, send the sit bones back, reach the fingers forward, come up onto the fingertips, Hastaband, come up onto the fingertips and let the third eye travel to the mat. So the arms are extended out front and elevated by the fingertips. If you can't get your forehead to the mat, take a block, a rolled towel or a pillow and put it under the forehead. And inhale, stretch forward through the fingers. Exhale, send the sit bones back towards the heels. 2 breaths here. Then on your next inhale, come forward onto the fingertips. Press the palms down into the earth. Lift the knees, come into your downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. So you move the heart forward over the hands. Just step the toes towards each other. And we're going to swivel from side to side. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, lifting the sit bones. Exhaling, swaying over onto the right blade of the foot. Inhaling back to center. And swivel onto the left blade of the foot. Inhale. Exhale. Swiveling the hips, maybe they come down to the earth, maybe they just stay up high. Whichever feels good for you today. Just a couple more of those. And then come back to your plank. Drop the knees. Come onto the forearms. Drop the pelvis to the earth. Stretch the feet out long. Exhale here. Slide the hands back so the hands come to the lower back, the lower ribs. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bring the third eye to the mat. Inhale, press the pubic bone into the earth. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, lift the heart, the head, and maybe the hands. Exhale. Inhale, tuck the toes, bring the seat to the heels. Come up to your downward facing dog. Exhale here. Spread all 10 toes out on the mat. Bring a little bend to the knees. Exhale. Extend the arms. Really press the knuckles and the palms into the earth. Suck that energy up through the wrists and the elbows, all the way to the tip of the spine. Exhale, the energy flows down the back of the thighs and the calves, through the heels and into the earth. One more breath like this, really feeling this lovely stretching of the spine, all the way to the tip, the base of the spine, lift it high. Exhale, little micro bend in the knees, and then tiny little baby steps all the way to the front of the mat. Take your time, there's no rush. Once your feet have come up to your hands, let your head drop. Let the belly and the thigh connect. You can take hold of opposite elbows and let the head really hang. Sway from side to side. Just notice what happens when you bring the weight from one foot and into the other. Make sure the head is heavy. The crown is dripping down into the earth. Exhale completely. Inhale, come up to fingertips. So the fingers are stretching down to the earth. The spine is coming straight out from the hips. Exhale, drop back down. Inhale. Bring the hands to the back of the neck and just rest the thumbs and the forefinger. You can clasp the fingers on the back of the neck and just allow the head to just gently coax it down. We're not pushing the head down. We're just enjoying this little extra weight, lengthening the nape of the neck down towards the earth. Belly connecting with the thighs, little micro bend in the knees, or as big a bend as you need really. And just let that really the energy drip down towards the earth. Exhale completely. Let the hands sprinkle to the earth and then drop the sit bones and begin to wind up through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head and shoulders come up last. Lift the shoulders up to the ears, roll them back. Then roll them forward in the other direction. Inhale. Now, first of all, step to the front of the mat. Just really press down as you exhale into all four corners of the feet. I'll turn to face you. Pressing down into all four corners of the feet. A little micro bend in the knees. We're long in the lower back and lifting up through the heart. So the rib cage is lifting out of the waist. The heart is proud. The collarbones are wide. And the shoulder blades are traveling down the back, down through that long lower back. The pubic bone is moving forward and up, and this helps to lift us out of the waist with the inhale. Turn the palms forward so you're in your mountain pose, Tadasana. On an inhale, let the arms go wide and high as they float up to meet. Press the palms together. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale to fingertips. Step the right foot back, left foot follows. Exhale here in plank. So just check that the palms are directly under the shoulders. Push back through the heels. Lift the sit bones so the pelvis is riding high. You can even round the back and feel the strength up through the arms. And then we're going to very slowly, pushing the heels back, bending the elbows, keeping them close under the body. Just gently, very slowly come down to the earth. Once you've reached the earth, slide the palms back to the lower ribs, point the toes, and inhale to lift the heart, the head, and the hands. Exhale. Third eye to the mat. Inhale, lift the heart, the head, the hands, and maybe the feet. Exhale. Inhale, lift the head, the hands, the heart, the feet, maybe the knees. Lift everything up. Exhale. Inhale, tuck the toes, bring the seat to the heels. Come up to your downward facing dog. Take one breath here. Inhale, look forward, step the left foot between the feet, help it if you need to. Right foot follows. Exhale. Really let the head hang down. On an inhale, bend the knees, drop the sit bones, and roll up through the spine, head and shoulders last. Float the arms out wide and high, spread your wings, bring your palms together. Exhale down to the heart and then to your mountain pose. Inhale, wide and high with the arms. Look up, press the palms together. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale to fingertips. Exhale, step the left foot back, right foot follows. Come to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift and come forward to your plank. Exhale. You can drop the knees, the chest and the chin, or you can once more come down really slowly, keeping the elbows under the body. Slide the hands back, point the toes. Inhale to baby cobra. Lifting the heart, the head and the hands. Exhale. Inhale, lift everything up. The heart, the head, the hands, the feet, maybe the knees. Exhale. Inhale, tuck the toes, bring the seat to the heels. Come up to your downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, help it if you need to. Left foot follows. Exhale, let the head be heavy. Inhale, bend the knees, roll up through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Open the heart, spread your wings. Bring the palms to meet overhead. And then let them lower down to the heart. Tadasana. Palms facing forward. Little micro bend in the knees. Just check the weight is spread evenly across your feet. Really soften the soles and notice that connection to the earth. And the weight of the body is spread from the heels into the toes and the balls of the feet. across to the outside blade. Exhale here. Now bring the weight into the right foot. I'll turn to face you just for the moment. Bring the weight into the right foot. Exhale here. Then on an inhale, lift that left knee. So you're going to lift it so that the thigh is parallel to the earth. Inhale the arms up high. Drop the shoulders. Exhale here. You can flex that left foot. Then inhale, lift the heart, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, bend the right knee deeply and bring the left ankle across the right knee. Left ankle across the right knee. Open your arms out in front, palms facing out. And exhale, maybe deepen down into your seat. So this is a kind of a chair pose with the number 4. So that left knee is gently moving towards the earth. The left foot is flexed. There shouldn't be too much weight actually from that left foot on the right knee. And on each inhalation, we lift the heart and look up and exhale down. One more. And now we're going to straighten that right leg, uncross the left ankle and send it out behind you, coming to Dekasana, Warrior 3. So the arms are flying back behind the body. The fingers are pointing straight back. There's a little micro bend if you need it in the right knee. Flex that left foot. Inhale, move the heart forward. Exhale, stretch the fingers back towards that left heel. Inhale, heart forward. Then stretch that left foot all the way back, plant it in the earth. Bring the weight back. Bring the arms forward. Lift up. And we're in a high crescent lunge. Exhale, lean forward, bring the palms together, and we're going to twist over to the right. Bring the left elbow onto the right knee, press the palms together. Turn around so that you can see. Left elbow across right knee, palms pressing together at the heart, right elbow zooming up to the sky. Exhale, press out through that left heel. If you want, you can drop the left knee and come into the pose this way. And if you'd like to extend it even further, you can open out the arms, pressing that left elbow against the outside of the right knee, tucking the chin, maybe even looking up to the right fingers. Exhale here. Then on an inhale, we're going to come back round, bring the palms out in front, come back up to your high lunge. Look up, exhale, step to the front of the mat. Come to your Tadasana. So this time we're going to put the weight into the left foot. So come to your Tadasana, put the weight into the left foot, and on an inhale, raise the right leg so that the thigh is parallel to the earth. You can flex the right foot and inhale the arms high to the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, drop the sit bones and bring that right ankle across the left knee. Right ankle across the left knee. You can extend the arms out in front. Look up. Exhale, deepen the seat. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Then let the arms travel back as you straighten the left leg, unhook the right ankle, and send that foot straight back behind you for Warrior 3. Arms are streaming back alongside the body as if you're flying. Flex the right foot. Maybe a little micro bend in the left knee. Exhale here, tuck the chin. Inhale the heart forward and then stretch the right foot all the way back. Let the arms travel forward and come up to a high crescent lunge. Looking up past the fingertips, opening the heart. Exhale, lean forward, bring the palms together. Lean forward so the belly connects with the thigh and then twist over to the left. Bringing the right elbow onto the left knee. So I'm going to turn around and show you. Right elbow to the left knee. Pressing the palms together at the heart. Really vibrant in that right leg. Press back into the toes and the balls of the feet. If you want to take it further, you can inhale the arms. If you want to drop that right knee, that's okay too. Whichever variation you'd like. 2 more breaths there. Inhaling to look up to the left, opening the heart. Exhale, stretch back through that right leg. Then inhale, bring the palms back out to the front. Lift them high to the sky. Exhale. Step to the front of the mat. Come to your Tadasana. Bring the palms up to the heart for a moment. Press the thumbs into the sternum. And exhale. Maybe just a little bend in the knees. Just feel a little bounce in the hips. Maybe sway the hips from side to side. Exhale the arms down. Come to your mountain pose. Long in the lower back, lifting through the heart. Rib cage traveling up and away from the waist and the hips. Little bend in the knees. Inhale, float the arms up high to the sky, look up. Exhale, bring the palms all the way to the earth. Inhale to fingertips. Exhale, step back to warrior 2. Downward dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, the chest, and then the chin. Slide forward so that the palms come back to the lower ribs. Point the toes. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the heart, the head, the hands, and exhale. Inhale, lift the heart, the head, the hands, the feet, maybe the knees, and exhale. Inhale. Tuck the toes and come up to your downward facing dog. Exhale here, let the head hang heavy. Then bring the weight into the left foot. Raise the right leg high to the sky behind you. Flex that right foot and really press the heel back against the back wall. Inhale, bend the right knee and bring it forward to the nose. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, bring the knee forward to the nose, then drop the knee between the hands right in front of you. Let the left knee come down behind it and move the feet out to the sides of the mat. Now we're going to gently walk the hands back as the hips move back towards the earth. And we're stacking the knees one on top of each other. You might want to have a block under the hips, under the sit bones, or not. This pose can be quite challenging for people on the hips. So what we're doing is we're moving the feet out to the sides of the mat and flexing the feet, coming up onto this prop if you need it under the hips, and stacking the knees one on top of each other. So it actually looks like this from the front. If you use a prop, it can actually help to elevate the hips a little and lift the heart. But if you can do it without it, that's fine too. So just flex those feet, make sure they're moving out to the side of the mat. Bring the hands to the knees. Inhale, lift the heart, tuck the chin long in the nape of the neck. Exhale, drop the shoulders, let the hands travel down to the earth. Inhale, we're going to lean forward ever so slightly from the waist, from the hips. So we're not rounding the back, we're actually hinging forward from the hips. And breathe. Just go as far as you can. There's no need to go all the way. We're just bringing the belly to the thigh. And the heart towards the knees. One more breath here. Then inhale, come up, lean back, press into the palms, fingers facing towards the feet. Uncross the legs. Cross the right knee under. And then walk the hands forward. And just bring that left knee right in front of the right. Take the feet out to the side of the mat. And then walk the hands back for Gomukhasana on the opposite side. Maybe using the prop underneath the sit bones if you need it. Stacking the knees directly on top of each other. Inhaling to lift the heart. Exhaling, slide the hands down to the earth, just behind the feet. Inhale and leaning forward from the hips. Exhaling, breathing, keeping the integrity of the spine. So there's no need to round over the knee in order to get down closer to the floor. It's really not about reaching the earth. It's about moving the heart forward and lengthening the spine. One more breath here, really connecting the belly with the thighs, keeping the chin tucked so the nape of the neck is long. Exhale, then inhale, come all the way up. Move the prop out of the way. Lean back with the palms facing forward, fingers towards the hips, and then unravel the feet and stretch them out in front. Give them a little shake. Then move the flesh from the sit bones. Really lift the heart up proud. Inhale the arms straight up. Exhale, let the shoulders drop even as the fingers are moving high. And then exhale forward. Once again, hinging from the hips. Paschimottanasana. It really doesn't matter where your arms end up. Okay, if you can reach all the way to your feet, that's great. It might be the ankles, it might be the sides on the earth, or it might still be out in front. Don't go any further than you can keep that integrity of the spine. You can have a little micro bend in the knees, so there's no need to try and keep those locked. In fact, you can bend the knees as much as you like to bring the belly to the thigh. Exhale here. Inhale, heart moves forward, fingers extend forward. Tuck the chin. Exhale, long in the nape of the neck. One more breath like this. Then drop the fingers down. Let them slide back up towards the body. Inhale the heart high. Exhale here. Bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet to the earth. You can shuffle forward to the front of the mat so you've got plenty of room. You can either put your hands underneath the knees or straight out in front. And then we're just going to come back vertebrae by vertebrae. One bone at a time, laying from the lower back, middle back, upper back, all the way down to the earth. Lay the spine out on the earth. Exhale here. Just breathe. Inhale the knees up to the heart and just give them a little sway from side to side. Maybe even some hip circles in one direction and then around in the other. And then just release here with the knees hugging to the heart. Tuck the chin so you feel that long spine from the sacrum at the base of the spine, traveling up through the vertebrae, shoulder blades glued to the earth, nape of the neck long, back of the head, anchoring into the mat. Exhale. Now drop the left foot to the earth, so the left knee is bent. And then extend that left leg straight out and flex the left foot. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bend that right knee and hug it back to the heart. Take the left leg, bend the left knee. So the left sole is on the earth and the left knee is bent. And then take that right ankle across the left knee. Gently coax the right knee away from the body. Extend the spine. You can bring your left hand to the left hip crease as the right hand gently coaxes the right knee away from the body and flex that right foot. So we've come to it's kind of a lying down chair with a fork, sort of. Now inhale the arms out straight on each side into a T, and then gently let that right sole of the foot travel over to the left until it comes all the way to the earth. And if you can, look along the right fingers. So tucking the chin and looking out along the right arm and through the middle fingers of the right hand. And exhale here. Feel the shoulder blades melting into the earth as you inhale to open the heart. And exhale to release into the chest. So that right sole of the foot traveling past the left knee is planted in the earth. Exhale here. One more breath here, really opening the heart into the twist. Exhaling, releasing in the hips. Then inhale the left knee back up. Unhook that right ankle and exhale, squeeze the right knee to the mat. Not to the mat, to the heart. And then drop that right foot back. Let it extend. Bring the left knee up to the heart and then straighten that left leg. Flex the left foot. Exhale, bring the left foot back down to the earth. Bend the right knee. So now both knees are bent. Inhale the left leg up to the sky and cross the left ankle over the right knee. Let your right hand gently massage that right hip crease, pressing the right hip down into the earth, and gently coax the left knee away from the body with the left hand. Just gently coaxing. Flex that right foot. Inhale, tuck the chin, and on the exhale, let the right foot travel over, all the way across the body, over to the earth, and if you can, look out along the left fingers. So the left foot has travelled over the body, planted in the earth on the right side, and we're looking out along the left fingers. 2 breaths here, opening the heart, feeling that extension across the fingers, out in that T shape of the arms, and releasing in the hips. 1 more breath. Then inhale, back to the center, unhook the leg, Bring both knees up to the heart. Give them a little rock. Side to side. Exhale, drop the feet to the earth. Now there are a couple of different ways to end the practice. Some people might like to come into happy baby, in which case you bring the knees up to the heart, you run the hands along the outsides up to the ankles and the outside blades of the feet. You drop the knees towards the armpits, and then you let the knees grow heavy and move from side to side. This might be perfect for some people, and make sure that the sacrum remains anchored on the earth. So you don't want to be riding on the middle back. A whole spine from the lowest point of the base of the spine all the way up to the head, back of the head, is laid out flat on the mat. Some people might prefer to put their palms underneath, facing down underneath the buttocks, and raise the legs high to the sky, flexing the feet. If you want, you can also put, I've lost my headband, you can put a prop under the sacrum, that little triangle of bone at the base of the spine. Lift the legs up, flex the feet, allow the arms to fall down on either side, and breathe. 5 breaths if you've chosen this variation. Very slow, calm inhalation, followed by a lovely long exhalation. If it's in your practice to do a shoulder stand, you might actually want to roll the feet back and up, using your hands to support the lower back. Do not look left or right. Do not move the head in this position. It's very dangerous. You might want to coax the hands with the thumbs around the waist so that you've got a straight line up through the hips, the ankles, the knees, the hips stacking over the shoulders. And 5 breaths here. When you've completed those, you'll bring the feet back into plow pose, which I'll have to move a little bit further forward. So the feet meet over the head and the spine. The nape of the neck is laid out long on the earth. You can keep your hands supporting the lower back, or you can press the arms on the earth, press the palms, and roll back down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing the feet down to the mat. If you're still up with your legs off the wall like this, you can drop the knees to the heart, move the palms, and rock the knees from side to side. You can stay in happy baby a little bit longer. And if you did halasana with a shoulder stand, you need to do the counter pose. So you bring the palms underneath the buttocks, stretch the feet out long, point the toes, move the elbows under the heart, lift the chest, and let the head fall back so the crown just gently rests on the earth. 3 breaths here, really letting the heart expand and move up towards the sky. No pressure on the neck or the head at all. All the weight is being taken in the elbows and the forearms. And then exhale, gently lower. Remove the hands from the buttocks, slide the elbows out. Exhale. So everyone now, wherever you were in happy baby or legs up the wall, drop the feet back to the earth. Stretch the legs out long. Let the arms fall each side of the body. And come to Shavasana. Perhaps you need to cover yourself up with something to keep you warm. Maybe you'd like a pillow under the head. Whatever it is you need, it's important now to just take a moment to fully relax in your Shavasana. Let the body grow heavy. Let yourself soften into the earth's embrace. Surrender to the tug of gravity. Let the heels drop deep into the soft velvet of the earth. Release the joints in the hips as they drop heavy and soft into the earth. Let the rib cage melt. Release the joints in the knees. Let the shoulders be heavy and soft. Make sure the eyes are closed and the head is dropping back into the earth. Just completely surrender. And breathe. No need for any more effort. All the work is done. Just allow the earth to have you. I've got a poem here from Mary Oliver which is very beautiful, and sometimes I find it quite comforting. It's called Sleeping in the Forest. I thought the earth remembered me. She took me back so tenderly, arranging her dark skirts, her pockets full of lichens and seeds. I slept as never before, a stone on the riverbed, nothing between me and the white fire of the stars but my thoughts, and they floated light as moths among the branches of the perfect trees. All night I heard the small kingdoms breathing around me, the insects and the birds who do their work in the darkness. All night I rose and fell as if in water, grappling with a luminous doom. By morning I had vanished at least a dozen times into something better. By morning I had vanished at least a dozen times into something better. Now slowly begin to stir. Stir the body, the mind and the spirit. Become aware of the vibrations and the sensations around the body. Wriggle the fingers and the toes. Become aware of the crown of the head, the soles of the feet, palms of the hands. Maybe on an inhale you can float your arms up high over the head, point the toes, stretch out through the fingertips, and exhale, parting the lips with a big sigh. Then float the arms down by your sides. And when you're ready, roll over onto one side and just pause for a moment. Just check in. Maybe you can bring one hand to the heart, whichever is free. Just take a moment to observe the texture of your inner space. That tension between feeling safe and knowing that others in the world are suffering. That acceptance of your place in the scheme of things. And this beautiful, spacious feeling inside. We've opened up all the corners. We've stretched into every nook and cranny. We've warmed up the spine and now we're ready to face any challenge in the day. Just observe any effects of the practice. Maybe you feel the same as when you started. Whatever it is, just notice. And then when you're ready, using your hands to support you, come up to a comfortable seated position, cross-legged or kneeling in hero's pose. Perhaps like me, your hairstyle has gone completely awry. Just bring your palms to the knees, lift the heart, bring the chin back towards the throat. Keep the gaze soft. Check in with the sit bones that they're traveling down into the earth. Feel the nape of the neck grow long as the energy spirals up through the spinal column and out through the crown of the head. Bring the palms to the heart. Press the thumbs into the sternum. So you're connecting with that thymus gland. Just give it a little massage. We'll close the practice with a single chant of Om. Just a vibration to draw all that energy back into the center of ourselves and this moment. Expelling all the excess breath from the body and inhaling together. Bring the thumbs to the third eye. Bow the brain to the heart. Namaste, everyone.